Hopefully this works. Which it should. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be deadly.
Oh, for sure.
Very, very strong tornado. Hopper. She's funny.
Nice.
Hey guys, we definitely have a very strong tornado, either on the ground currently or just lifted and recycling, guys. We definitely have a major cyclic supercell here. It's definitely still on the ground here, guys. It's even getting stronger. So this actually formed down here towards Deatsville, guys. So let me zoom out just a little bit. So just to the north and northwest of Deatsville, and it's tracking off to the northeast, guys. So this is to the northeast of Holtville, just to the south of Weoka Mills, and heading into 10 Cedars Estates and Buick.
Buke, maybe?
Buke.
Yes, possibly.
So this is going to cross 231 here, guys. So it's definitely, you could definitely see this debris ball, very evident on radar here, or on correlation coefficient here, guys. So you could definitely see that. It's a very occluded tornado as well. It is behind the main gust front, so it definitely has all that inflow to tap into as well. So it's definitely, this could be a very long track tornado for sure. But it definitely looks like it's a very, very strong tornado at the moment, guys. You can just see the radar image. You can see that kink right back here, this bound weak echo region. And it is definitely pushing off to the northeast very quickly. It's actually bulging out the storm out in front too, just from the power of this actual tornado. But it's right back here, guys. It is a fully occluded tornado. It is right back, getting ready to cross 231 here, guys. Just to the south of Buke, guys. So it's definitely very crazy. If you live in, I'm terrible pronouncing names.
Weoka.
Yeah, Weoka. If you guys live in Weoka, definitely get to your tornado shelters immediately. This is a very, very dangerous situation, guys. Tornado is observed. You guys can see that there. It does expire within 27 minutes, so definitely be on the lookout for a very strong, violent tornado, guys. You can definitely see it is still producing debris crossing 231 here, guys, between Buke and 10 Cedar Estates. So definitely be on the lookout for that. It is definitely a very, very strong tornado, especially as it's occluding behind the main storm system as well. So it could be right on top of you very quickly as the shelf cloud comes over, guys. It's definitely right behind a very, very intense high precipitation supercell. So definitely be on the lookout for that for sure. You can definitely see right in here, guys. So you can definitely see this hook definitely forming. Very evident actually on radar. And you can see the big inflow coming up from the behind this storm as well. Feeding that circulation, just creating an even stronger environment for tornadoes to form and continue. You can definitely see it is still there, guys. It's definitely still on the ground. Very dangerous situation. We can get a distance measurement on the actual width of itself. So we're talking about 6.5 football fields in width. So it's definitely a very, very strong circulation. Oops. And it is still moving off, guys. It does look like it's starting to cycle a little bit. So definitely, unfortunately, that may sound like good news. Unfortunately, that is not good news, as these cyclic supercells can definitely drop very, very intense tornadoes, very long track tornadoes, guys. So definitely be on the lookout for that. This is going to go to the south of Weoka, heading up towards Faulkner, guys. And then eventually up here by Seaman. I hope I pronounced that right. If I don't, you guys can make fun of me as much as you want to, because that would be fantastic, actually. But anyway, yeah, it's definitely a very dangerous situation to the north of 10 Cedars Estates, guys. So it just crossed 231 here. So it's definitely very, very intense. So it went, let's see here, see if I can get road names. Sometimes it shows road names on here. But yeah, it's definitely very, very strong rotation here, guys. It's still evident on radar as well. It's actually behind the main gust front, so you guys can see the gust front right here, marked by this boundary. So definitely, as this storm comes through, you guys are going to get a lot of heavy winds, and then right behind that, guys, between the heavy winds and precipitation, you're going to have a pretty destructive tornado possibly coming in. We'll definitely check and see if it's on the ground still here, guys. It definitely is. It's still lofting debris here, guys. So like I said, it did cross just 231 here, heading towards Weoka, guys. So if you guys live in Weoka, definitely get to your tornado shelter immediately, as well as Greer. Definitely make sure you are in place, sheltering in place. Still observed tornado here. Damaging tornado, guys. So this, I'm surprised this isn't a PDS warning, but I'm pretty sure. Just treat it as a PDS, guys. So it's definitely a very, very strong, intense situation here. You can actually see a little bit of the debris actually scattering out even further as well. So that's definitely pretty strong. But the main circulation is right in here, guys, just to the north of 10 Cedars Estates, heading towards Weoka. Right between Weoka and Greer here, guys. Eventually up to through Seaman here. So right through, I guess that would be Central Plank Road here, guys. So definitely be on the lookout for that. It's still going strong. It's definitely a very, very strong tornado for sure. And my voice is cracking again. Look at it pushing that out. That's insane.
I wouldn't be surprised if they actually extend this tornado warning out after this, honestly.
Oh, yeah, it's
This
definitely...
storm looks like it's...
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely looks like it could get extended. I know Reed Timmer is actually trying to intercept this tornado at this time, guys. So definitely, Reed, you're doing a fantastic job. Dominate the storm, definitely. But yeah, it definitely looks like it is still on the ground here. So it's definitely a pretty strong situation, guys. You can even see some of the debris starting to get lofted up here as well. It's sometimes Radar Omega takes a while for it to get the next scan. Unfortunately, that's one of the drawbacks of Radar Omega is the actual loading time of the radar. However, it's probably the best product out there in terms of 3D radar. Reflectivity, it's highly customizable. So definitely be on the lookout, guys. There's definitely a tornado on the ground still. Let's see here. Yeah, so I mean, it's about 7.5 football fields in width currently, depending on if that's the entire circulation or not. And it does look like that was extended. Actually, it just looks like it just went out to here though. But yeah, it looks like it's cycling for sure. It's hard to tell right now if it's still on the ground. Let me see if there's any hail mixed in. We could definitely tell by that. And there's not really much hail, so that's good news. But yeah, we do still have this circulation, guys. It's still a fully occluded circulation behind the actual gust front. So this is on the northwestern side of Weoka, guys. You can also see there's a little bit of a transfer going down here as well. So there may be a new meso forming down to the south, a little bit southeast of this area. So definitely be on the lookout for that as well, because that could drop another tornado, and we could have actual twin tornadoes on the ground possibly. So it's definitely a very, very dangerous situation, guys. Let me see here. Man, that is a freaking tight couplet coming in.
Very strong indeed.
And it looks like it would still be on the ground here. It looks like there's also something towards north and northeast of Greer also. However, the main circulation definitely looks to be right over Weoka, guys. So definitely, if you guys are definitely hunkering down, definitely stay safe, guys. Make sure you guys stay in your tornado shelters with the lowest level of an interior building as well, away from windows until this storm passes, guys. It's definitely a very, very dangerous situation. That's insane. So it looks like it did lift. So definitely recycling here, but it still expires within the next 20 minutes, and that's if they don't extend this actual warning. So up here through Seaman, guys, along 9 here, and then eventually up through Bulgars and our town. Sorry, that's funny. Not actually our city, but that would be very interesting. We'd probably be outside right now
Sure.
if this tornado was heading in our direction. We don't suggest doing that, but, you know, it's very dangerous, guys. Let me go back to the radar. And you can still see that bound weak echo region behind this system as well. The main gust front is right here, guys. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, it's still very, very tight coupled here. Let me see if we can get some handle on some of these winds. 70 mile per hour winds. 70 against like 6. So still definitely pretty strong. So I mean, you add that together, so we're looking at about 76 mile per hour. So definitely very strong. I mean, it's not one of the strongest that we've seen, but it's definitely very, very strong. Definitely could be intense. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, it still looks like it is lifted. Let's see. You can definitely see there's a weak echo region on the backside of this system. It's definitely blowing out a lot towards Seaman up here, guys, so definitely be on the lookout for that. Possibly even some damaging winds, upwards of 80 miles per hour, definitely possible in this system for sure. As the low-level jet and the meso high behind this is actually creating some of those mid-level winds that come down to the surface. And as we looked at yesterday, those mid-level winds are in excess of 100 knots. So that's insane. Very, very insane. Look at that. This is definitely getting ready to produce another tornado for sure. So this is to the northeast of W.W.A, guys, heading into the northwestern portion of Seaman here. So they should extend the tornado warning actually up to the northeast a little bit more instead of east. So that's definitely pretty crazy for sure. So you guys live in between Seaman and Equality here, guys. All up through 259 here as well. And Nicksburg, definitely be on the lookout for a very, very intense situation, guys. And yeah, it definitely looks like it is actually starting to come back down, guys. So it's definitely producing another tornado on the ground here. So it's very interesting that they haven't updated the tornado warning towards the northeast more than the east here. Yeah, it's definitely pretty crazy for sure. Especially to see storms just like this. It's definitely very intense. You can even see where the new mesocyclone, where the updraft that bound weak echo region is actually starting to form. So we have a new mesocyclone forming off to the northeast. So definitely be on the lookout for that, guys. It's like an interface zone where the inflow is coming in. You can see that V notch there, very, very pronounced.
I hate to interrupt, but we also got a new tornado warning out in Georgia.
Do we?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see here. Oof.
Yeah, it's hitting.
It's definitely a little messy.
Actually hitting close to my hometown there in Hamilton, so it's really close to there. So I know that any storm chaser with that territory can be a little bit rough. So anybody in that area, I definitely salute you and definitely thank you guys for being on top of these storms for sure.
Oh, definitely. It's definitely a very volatile situation out there, and you can find yourself in a downward turn very, very easily, especially with these developing tornadoes here, guys. Let's see here. It is not observed yet, but I wonder how much hail is in this system. Not very much. So that's definitely not good news for sure. There definitely could be a tornado developing right in here. There's the mesocyclone here, guys. So you can definitely see it off to the northeast, and you can also see this area of sort of zero velocity here. So we definitely see possibly a new mesocyclone developing down here towards 41 and Keats Mill, guys. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And then right here, Crown Village Mall, guys, you can definitely see that this area right here could definitely be where the tornado is situated for sure. If we have one on the ground at the moment. It's possible.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
definitely possible there. Yeah, that's not good. What town did you say it was where you were at?
I'm in East Ridge, but it's part of right there actually.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So East Ridge, just right to the little north there of
Oh, okay. I see.
and,
Nice.
Chickamauga there, definitely areas.
So you're definitely familiar with the terrain and stuff out here.
Even though it's been 20 years since I lived there, I still remember the terrain like the back of my.
I'm actually surprised at what this is up to the north. That's definitely a very, very strong area. Unless that's hail, maybe, but it looks more circular in appearance. There is a little bit of hail out there. So that's definitely not good. That's near Varnell, Prater Mill, guys, heading down through Cedar Valley and Donville as well, Ruralvale. So definitely that could be another possibly developing area as well. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of interface here. It's a big inflow region for sure. Wow. Yeah, that's absolutely insane. That's insane. Man, that is strong. I'm surprised they haven't extended this tornado warning yet.
Or maybe even a
Oops.
BDS for sure.
Yeah, I mean it's sort of there's a feeder band out in front of it, so there's definitely a nice shelf cloud with a beaver tail on it for sure. Definitely developing out here, guys. Let's see. Yeah, not much in the way of debris. I'm not sure if this is a rural area or not. That could be the case if it's not hitting. If the tornado is on the ground, and it's not really hitting anything other than the grassy areas and things like that. It's not going to pick up much debris on radar. That's definitely a very, very strong storm, guys. So this is actually um, in about about east central Alabama, guys. So you can see Tuscaloosa relative there. You can see Birmingham as well, Montgomery. So this is just to the northeast of Montgomery, guys. So this is near off to the east of Weoka and right over to the northeast of Seaman here, guys. Cutting across 9 here. And this actually is eventually.
This might eventually cross into the
Yeah, definitely Georgia.
Atlanta, Roswell area.
Atlanta's gonna have to watch out later tonight with this storm to the north.
I agree for sure.
This storm right here. Yeah, that's definitely a very interesting looking supercell. It's just very intense to see this line coming down as well. But yeah, this storm is weakening slightly. But there's still a weak echo region involved with this storm, so you can definitely see there's actually 2 parent mesocyclones competing with one another. So that may be explaining the weakness of this system. But it definitely dropped a tornado, guys, near Deatsville, guys. So right down here, Deatsville, Holtville, went right between 10 Cedars Estates, and I can't remember how to say that again. Buke. Buke, I believe. So across 231 here, guys. It was definitely a very, very intense circulation for sure. Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, I mean it's still definitely ramping up. You can definitely see that tight couplet there. It definitely needs to get a little closer together here for it to actually punch down to the surface here. So that's called dynamic piping, guys. When a tornado comes down to the ground, the mesocyclone dynamically pipes down to the surface. So definitely be on the lookout for that as well. This is near between Seaman and Equality, guys. Getting ready to cross 9 and 259 here, eventually heading towards Our Town and Balgers. Eventually through Piney Point as well and North Datesville. So Dateville definitely has a high population area for sure. So this is just to the south west of Alexander City here, guys. But definitely a very, very tight couplet on radar. It just needs to be a little closer here for them to extend the tornado warning. I'm surprised they haven't yet. It's definitely a very, very intense situation. I definitely want to flip back down to Georgia here, guys, to see what we got going on. Definitely a lot of inflow out ahead of this storm. Nice shelf cloud as well. Definitely a nice feeder band down here towards I-75 here. So it's definitely very, very tense. So Dalton's definitely under the gun, heading towards Hawley and Tilton as well. Eventually into Fidel.
Ball ground too, definitely in the path of this.
Very intense for sure.
Even possibly a Fairmont later on. That's definitely a populated area for sure. So definitely be on the lookout for.
Ooh. So that's very weird that storm actually did that tornado warning get canceled again? Yeah, actually it was allowed to expire.
Wow.
But still, this is definitely heading off. It was really weird because it was actually heading to the south. Now it's heading more up to the northeast, so it's definitely shifting a little bit here, guys. So Murphy, Andrews, Franklin, Walhalla, up through Greenville, Sylvia, Franklin, Asheville. Definitely be on the lookout for that as well.
North Carolina even gonna get into it here soon.
Oh yeah, I definitely think like this portion right here, like the extreme western, northwestern portion is definitely going to get in the action as well. Knoxville getting in on the action for sure. Where's the other tornado warning here? So this is Elmore, Alabama. I am so shocked that they do not have a tornado warning on this. They do, but it's not in sort of the proper area. It needs to be extended further off to the east and northeast.
You can have that strong Eagle Confederation to the north there.
Yeah, it's insane. This is almost perfect here. So it's definitely pretty crazy. I mean, you can see that. You can see the winds punching in there, guys. Wow, that's insane. I mean, that's almost as
That's textbook as you can
yeah.
get, pretty much there.
That's insane right there. Still, it looks like it is radar indicated rotation at the moment, but definitely dynamically piping down to the surface for sure. It's definitely becoming a very, very strong circulation here, guys. You could definitely see the red and the green very, very close together. This is just to the south and southwest or east of equality here. So this will eventually be heading into, let's see, we got any Bulgars, Our Town, Wind Creek Farms, Mount Zion. Greenbrier, White Oak Landing, River Bend, Lake Hill Estates, eventually across 280 here, guys. So it's definitely a very, very strong storm. It's going to go just to the south of Alexander City. So definitely be on the lookout there. If you guys look off to your southwest, I'm sure you have one heck of a view for sure. Yeah, I'm honestly shocked that they didn't extend that warning yet. Chattanooga's under the gun right now.
But they are.
Definitely want to take a look at that. Chattanooga, Georgia. Chattanooga. Tennessee. I'm surprised. They call it Chattanooga, Georgia. I guess that's Chattanooga County. I guess, Georgia.
Possibly, yeah.
And then Chattanooga, Tennessee here. So that's pretty interesting. Man, there is a lot of upward motion in here as well. You can just see these bands forming out, these feeder bands. So there's definitely a lot of inflow from the south and southeast as well. We definitely need this northeasterly storm motion to be to take over here, guys. If it heads just east, it's definitely not going to be a tornado producer. But if it heads to the northeast, it's definitely possible for tornadoes to develop.
So in that case, definitely Collegedale would definitely be under the gun. Actually, home of the Little Debbie plant, believe it or not.
Oh yeah.
So definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely insane.
Situation there for. I still have relatives down there, so friends and family down there. So if this manages to reach you guys, definitely heed the warnings. Definitely do not underestimate the power of Mother Nature for sure.
There we go. We got the extension.
There we go.
Oh yeah. Wow, it's okay. So Dadeville's under the gun, guys. North Dadeville, Camp Hill, Wind Creek Farms, Cowaliga. I hope I pronounced that right. Windmere West, Windmere, Windover, Lake Martin, guys, all the way up through Piney Point, and definitely even into Dadeville, guys. So definitely very, very strong situation here. Oof. Look at that. Look at this rotation here, guys. This is absolutely insane. Look at that. Right in here.
You can just see that direct inflow and then outflow just
oh, it's perfect. Honestly. This is definitely going to be a very, very dangerous situation, especially if this tornado can drop again, guys. This could definitely be potentially a long track tornado if it definitely drops. It's actually going right over a lake here as well. So we definitely have to be on the lookout for that. So this is going to cross...
it's like 63 there. Looks like
63.
Old Children's... our Children's Highway. They're...
Man, that is intense. There's
there's
the weak echo region right there where the updraft is, and then right along that interface, just to the southeast there would definitely be where the tornado is situated. That's insane.
So if you're definitely in the Equality and Salmon area of Central Alabama, definitely you are under the gun right now. If you haven't reached your storm shelter, definitely do so now. The storm is bearing down on you right now, so definitely if you haven't, definitely now is the time to definitely hanker down there for sure.
Oh, definitely, especially up through Bulgars, Our Town, Piney Point as well, into Dadeville. So definitely, guys, I can give you some time frames here, maybe. So about 3:52, guys. So that is Eastern time there. So we're looking at about another 25 minutes, guys. So you guys have another 25 minutes to get into shelter near Dadeville, North Dadeville. Piney Point, you have about 15 to 20 minutes to get into your tornado shelter. Lake Martin, you guys will be under the gun even sooner than that. So definitely if you guys are in that area, oops. 3:42, so just about 15 minutes or so. So definitely be on the lookout for that, guys. It's definitely an intense situation here. Let's see here. Wow.
Ooh.
That is not looking good.
It's got bigger within the last frame.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not a good situation, guys. Not at all. I mean, that's almost 16 football fields. Just the actual smaller mesocyclone here. I'm surprised that this actually isn't a tornado on the ground. I do believe we're gonna have one very momentarily here. It is gonna travel over the lake here as well. Let me see if I can get a name on the lake. I can't remember. I used to have some of this. Especially yesterday. I started memorizing all kind of stuff yesterday. That was crazy. I guess Lake Martin, right? I guess that would be the entire area of Lake Martin there. This could be another fully occluded tornado, guys, behind this system. So it's definitely going to be very strong. So the main gust front is right here. There we go, guys. There it is. So it's still forming behind the actual main gust front here, guys. So it's definitely a fully occluded tornado. So it has the inflow at its disposal. And basically that gust front is clearing out any precipitation out ahead of it. So it's definitely going to be a interesting sight for sure. I wonder if Reed Timmer has this. This is a very, very intense situation, guys. Let's see here. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's any storm chasers within the area right now. But that's definitely a very, very strong tornado back here, guys. It's definitely developing. Let's see here. A little bit. Just a little bit back here.
Looks like he is in Alexander City, Alabama.
Okay, so he's up. Okay, so he's up to the north. So he's, I don't know if Reed's going to be able to drop south in time. He's going to have to go on 280 here and go into Dadeville to catch this thing.
Yeah, unless he tries to intercept it out of Lake Martin, but...
Yeah. Waterspout for sure. If this thing can actually get its act together.
Looks like a lot of heavy rain there right now.
Check out that textbook right back there. You can see it just sitting right back here. So this is getting ready to cross 63, guys, just to the south of Balgers, if not into Balgers here, guys, in our town. Right across Lake Martin and into Piney Point, guys. Piney Point definitely looks like it may take a direct hit from this storm. At least from the actual tornadic circulation, that is. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And then it's actually coming in just to the south of Balgers here. So you can basically see that path there, guys. Not very good because you can definitely see neighborhoods here in the path of this, especially right in here. See a neighborhood there, a little bit there, and here as well. So unfortunately, it is moving into a populated area, it looks like. So that's definitely not good news, guys. Not good news at all. I don't know if radar scope is up to snuff right now. Sometimes radar scope gets the images faster. So we'll definitely take a look at that. Let me see here. I have to show this on the screen as well. Yeah, it's basically showing the same thing. It's not really showing much. Yeah. Radar scope. Sometimes I don't really like radar scope that much. I do, but I definitely like Radar Omega better, just in terms of the visuals and the actual city names and everything that pop up. So it's definitely very good to see that. But yeah, Reed, definitely, you're going to have to drop south very, very quickly in order to catch this storm system. Probably intercept it in North Dadeville or Dadeville here. So it's definitely going to be very, very intense if you're up in Alexander City. That's a pretty long distance there. And it depends on traffic too. That's another thing. Look at that punch going up to the north also. Check out this punch.
Well, that is definitely intense.
It's still occluded back behind this actual system, is that, guys? So behind just to the southwest of Wind Creek Farms. So definitely gonna be very intense here, guys. So it looks like it's gonna head into just to the northwest of North Dadeville here. Oh man, that's not good. That is not good. Dadeville's pretty populated, isn't it?
I believe it is.
I mean, you can see it right there on the back of this interface, getting ready to go into Bulgars. That's definitely very, very intense for sure.
They're in the close to 3,000, 3,500 range of population there.
Yeah, it's definitely not good for sure. Yeah, that's crazy. That is absolutely insane. It's right behind or right along that gust front. But yeah, you can definitely see there could be possibly a little clear slot trying to form here as well. So that's definitely not good, guys. Definitely not good at all. Heading up towards Wind Creek Farms, eventually into the northwest of North Dadeville, and then to the north and the northeast as well, and then up through Tohopeka also, guys. So definitely be on the lookout for that. It is still radar indicated. It expires in 28 minutes, guys. We definitely still have a long time before this tornado warning is over. It also looks like there's a little bit of a circulation forming on the back end of this system as well. You can kind of see two different areas there. So definitely be on the lookout for that for sure. Definitely not a good situation here, guys. We could definitely have a major tornado definitely on the ground here through Bulgars, Our Town, Greenbrier, White Oak Landing, Piney Point, across 280 here just to the north of North Dadeville, eventually into Easton and Sessions, guys. That's a nice name.
What's in Hampton, Tiller, Crossroads, Denver.
It's not good. Not good at all. You can definitely see that there's actually two modes to this system as well. So it actually is forming on this little bookend area as well. So bookend vortices definitely are very prominent in producing tornadoes here. But it's basically almost fully occluded. It's actually behind the gust front itself. So definitely Bulgars, Our Town, Piney Point. Definitely get into your tornado shelter if you haven't done so. If you know anybody that lives in this area, definitely give them a heads up, give them warnings. Definitely share this information out there as well. It's definitely a very, very interesting and crazy developing situation. That's not a good area either.
Yeah, it looks like that tornado warning in Georgia's heading southeast.
Okay. This right here, you can see that interface. And there we may also have one right here as well. Just to the south of Wind Creek Farms right there. Not good.
Not good at all.
Let's see. Oh wow, there's actually... Oh, so this is down in Florida here, right? Yeah.
That's what it's looking like, huh?
So this one's actually coming up from the south here, guys, from just to the west of Crestview, heading up to the north. So definitely not a good situation here, guys. Definitely a new tornado warning here to the north of Pensacola, Florida here. So this one is radar indicated, guys. So this is northwestern Okaloosa County, in northeastern Santa Rosa County, in northwestern Florida. So a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Point Baker, or 4 miles north of Milton, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. So you can definitely see how fast these storm motions are, guys. It's definitely not good for sure. So these tornadoes, if they do form, they can definitely be on top of you very quickly. So definitely make sure you are in your tornado shelter. And this tornadic storm will remain mostly over rural areas of northeastern Okaloosa and northeastern Santa Rosa counties. But we definitely have to watch out for that, guys, through Spring Hill, Munson, all the way up through Santa Maria here. Even Beaver Creek getting in on the action as well. But it definitely looks like a pretty strong storm. It's definitely trying to form that hook on the southern flank of this storm. You can definitely see that rotation right above Point Baker here, guys. So definitely a very, very intense low-level rotation for sure. Maybe some debris, depending on if there's any hail in the air. Not much in the way of hail, for sure. So there could possibly be a tornado on the ground at this point. It's a very messy setup, unfortunately. Nice supercell, though. Very, very interesting looking supercell. Oh. Dadeville, that convection out ahead of this might actually help to actually inhibit this actual tornado development as well. So Dadeville, North Dadeville getting hit with some convection as well. It definitely looks to be more elevated out that way across 280 here, guys. So that could be good news. Unfortunately, it definitely still looks like this area is pretty strong to the south of Walgers and our town, heading over Lake Martin here, guys. Yeah, that's insane. And there's a little bit showing up, just a tiny bit. And I'm interested in that area too, because that doesn't look good either. Maybe elevated convection up here is actually producing. It's possible. Let me see here. It's certainly possible. That could also be the wind kicking up debris as well. Definitely have a lot of inflow coming in here. But right in here too also, so just to the west and southwest of Dadeville, definitely have a little bit of interesting area here. That may be another mesocyclone starting to form here, guys. So there may be an energy shift going here, an energy transfer. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that for sure. So not good, guys. So this is in northeastern Elmore County and central Tallapoosa County and southeastern Coosa County in central Alabama. So a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located over western Lake Martin or near Equality, moving east at 30 miles per hour. So a little bit slower than the storms to the south. So locations impacted include Dadeville, Camp Hill, Equality, Jackson's Gap, eastern Lake Martin, western Lake Martin, southern Lake Martin, Cowaliga Bridge, Wind Creek State Park, Stillwater's Resort, northern Lake Martin, Susanna Crossing, Maxwell Gunter Recreational Area, Dare Park, and Blue Creek Mariana, guys. So definitely be on our Marina. I can't pronounce things. I'm the worst at pronouncing things for sure. Yeah, it looks more like a broader circulation near Wind Creek Farm. So it definitely looks like this is trying to cycle once again. So good news in terms of the short term here, guys. Bad news in terms of the long term. Definitely North Dadeville and Dadeville can get in on the action for sure. Oh, wow. Oof. Just to the north of Point Baker here. So this is down in Florida, guys. So this is northwestern Okaloosa County and northeastern Santa Rosa County and northwestern Florida, guys. So a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located over Point Baker or 4 miles north of Milton, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour, guys. So definitely be on the lookout for that.
I'm going to go jump in the shower. Okay. I'll be back on. If you're still on, I'll be back on.
Okay, sounds good.
Stupid work.
No, I understand. Trust me. Yeah, I was so beat from work today. Like I almost, like when I got home, I almost just passed out and just laid down. You know.
If you're still on a little bit, I'll be back on.
Okay, sounds good.
Definitely stay safe, guys.
Yeah, guys, we definitely have developing situations for sure. Definitely in a broad area, guys, all the way from Florida, so the Panhandle of Florida, all the way up through Alabama here, guys. It looks like we do have a new tornado warning that just popped up. We'll definitely take a look at that here. So this includes Clay, Alabama, guys. So definitely this is Coletta, Ashland, Lineville, Campbell's Crossroads here, guys. Definitely heading into the Fuller Crossroad area. So definitely be on the lookout for that, guys. Let's take a look at this actual tornado warning itself. So tornado warning for northern Clay County and east central Alabama. So a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 9 miles south of Waldo, or 10 miles west of Ashland, guys, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. So definitely locations impacted include Lineville, Ashland, Delta, and Barfield, guys. So definitely be on the lookout there. Definitely get into your tornado shelter as soon as possible. This is definitely a very dangerous situation. You can definitely see how tight that couplet is, guys, just to the east of Coletta. So this will eventually propagate through Spring Hill, between Bowden Grove and Campbell's Crossroads, and Puritan here, guys, and Watts Crossroads as well, up through Delta and Mount Moriah. So definitely be on the lookout for that, guys. Definitely please get into your tornado shelter immediately if you haven't done so. If you know anybody that lives in these areas, guys. So we'll take a look at, so this is northern Clay County and east central Alabama, guys. So if you know anybody that lives in this area, definitely please send them a warning message. Definitely share this information. A tornado is definitely imminent. For sure, it's definitely getting its act together very, very quickly. It could possibly be producing a tornado here, guys, just to the east of Coletta here. So this is just across 77 here, guys, so Highway 77. Definitely an interesting area here. Let's take a look at this and see if we can get a feel for this, guys. So this would be, if this is a tornado on the ground, guys, it is a pretty large tornado. It's about a little over 9.5 football fields in width, guys. So definitely very, very intense situation. This is going to lift off and eject up to the northeast, guys, through Spring Hill, Bowden Grove, Highland, Puritan, Concord as well. So definitely be on the lookout for that. It's a very, very intense situation as we move forward, guys. Let's go back to Okaloosa, Florida, guys. We'll definitely take a look at this as well. You can definitely see this is a discrete supercell forming here, guys. So this is to the northeast of Point Baker between Allentown and Spring Hill. This is heading off to the northeast towards Munson, Santa Maria, Rock Creek. So definitely be on the lookout for that, guys. Please definitely heed the warnings. Get into your tornado shelter immediately, guys. So this is for northwestern Okaloosa County and northeastern Santa Rosa County in northwestern Florida. So a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located over Point Baker, or 4 miles north of Milton, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour, guys. So this is definitely a very dangerous situation. This tornado can be on top of you very quickly. But it looks like it is going to remain over mainly rural areas of northwestern Okaloosa and northeastern Santa Rosa counties. The key here is mainly rural, guys. So there's definitely some cities that will be impacted. This includes Munson, possibly Beaver Creek here, guys, Santa Maria, Rock Creek. So definitely be on the lookout for that. It definitely looks like it is trying to hook out just to the northeast of Baker here, guys. So it's definitely in a very, very interesting environment for sure. Let's take a look at any hail that's forming. This may be, this probably will start getting its act together. So we have 23.14 kilograms per meter squared, guys. So just to translate that, so that's about penny size hail currently falling in this area, heading up to nickel size as well. So we definitely have to look out for that. Hello, Marlene. How are you? Definitely hope you're doing well. Hopefully you had a happy new year for sure. And I definitely hope this year is definitely treating you very well. And definitely God bless everybody here as well. Especially those in the path of these storms. Our thoughts and prayers and our hearts go out to those impacted by these storms, guys. It's definitely a very devastating situation to be impacted by some of these storms as well. For sure, guys. So let's take a look at real quick. Let's go up towards Clay again, guys. So you can definitely see possible bound weak echo region here just down around Highway 77 here, guys. So this is going up towards Spring Hill and Bowden Grove. So it's definitely very crazy to see. We'll definitely have to see what's going on for sure here, guys. Look at that tight couplet here, guys. This is a mesocyclone here, guys. So this is what they look like on radar, just to give you guys perspective. And as these mesocyclones sort of dominate down towards the surface, that's called dynamic piping, guys. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Towards Spring Hill, Bowden Grove, Puritan, Watts Crossroads as well, Mount Moriah, and Delta. So it's definitely a very, very interesting situation here, guys. Even Ashland, Midway, Lineville in the path of this storm. It's definitely an intense situation as we're heading on into the late afternoon and evening hours here, guys. So we're looking at winds about 62 on about 6 and a 7. So we're still looking at about 70 mile per hour winds here. So possibly EF0 tornado, guys, possibly forming here. It could even get stronger as we move on into the evening hours here, guys. Let's head up to Clark, Alabama, Monroe, Alabama, and Wilcox, Alabama, guys, where we have a severe thunderstorm warning here. So we'll definitely take a look at this one, guys. It's definitely a very interesting banding event going on here. So let's take a look. A severe thunderstorm was located 7 miles east of Fulton or 10 miles southeast of Thomasville, guys, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. So this storm is definitely rocketing up to the northeast. So we definitely have 60 mile per hour wind gusts and possibly some penny-sized hail as well. So definitely expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees, guys. Locations impacted include Camden, Vredenburg, and Fulton, guys. So definitely we have very intense winds here. Let's take a look at the velocity. So you can definitely see some of these winds, guys. They're definitely ramping up. So definitely over severe limits here, guys. So severe storms have to have 50 mile per hour, 58 mile per hour winds in them to be considered severe. So that's definitely a threshold that we've crossed here, guys. So definitely be on the lookout for that. But it definitely is an interesting banding event here. So this are, it looks like there's two supercell thunderstorms merging here as well. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on this. One of these storms may become a left mover and one may become a right mover. So right here, guys, through Brandenburg, up through Tanella, Buena Vista, Oak Hill, Pineapple here, and Allenton Station here, guys. So this southern cell right here may actually push off to the east, while this cell over to the northeast of Fulton and McWhare, guys, definitely could become a left mover. Definitely propagating more to the northeast. So we'll definitely have to be keeping a close eye on this storm as well. So let's take a look at Montgomery, Alabama here, and Elmore, Alabama, guys. So it's definitely very strong. Let me turn my volume off for 1 second, and let's take a look at, I believe this is Brad Arnold, yes. So we saw some of his footage last night. So he's definitely a very awesome storm chaser out here. Definitely the boots on the ground for sure, collecting data out here and getting visualization of the storm. So definitely shout out to Brad here, guys. You can definitely see the reduced visibility for sure, guys. You can definitely see all the mist in the air, as well as the rain as well. And plus all of the evapotranspiration, guys, that is happening as well on the roadways, especially as these tires kick up some of the mist here. So definitely aids in reducing visibility on the highways here. But you can see how packed the actual highway is. You can definitely see on the opposite side here. So on the left-hand side, you can see how many cars are actually going from this point here to this point here, passing Brad on the left-hand side. So you can definitely see how packed it is. And you can see how many cars are in the left lane here as well as trucks. So definitely be on the lookout, guys. These higher profile vehicles like this truck here that he's currently passing, and the truck in front of him as well. Definitely be on the lookout for that. Some of these signs as well could possibly come down in very, very strong winds. Some of these light posts as well. But you can definitely see a lot of people have their flashers on, guys. So they're probably traveling under 50 or under 40 miles per hour on the highway here. Definitely hydroplaning is definitely a very, very possibility, definitely increasing possibility here, guys. So definitely be on the lookout for that. So shout out to Brad. You're doing a fantastic job out there. Definitely stay safe. And remember, Brad, never stop chasing. But yeah, so he is located, let me go back 1 second. So it looks like he is in this storm here just to the east of Montgomery here, guys. So this definitely looks like it is developing a hook on the back, the southern side of this near Governor's Estate. Eventually heading into Bell Meadows, Halcyon, Arrowhead, Mount Meade Station, into Brassel and Tysonville as well. But you can definitely see this is trying to form a little bit of a V-notch here, guys. So we can get the Flying Eagle configuration coming in here, which definitely is an indication of strong storm development. Oh yeah, the storm chasing classes are absolutely fantastic. That's awesome that you took that class. That's definitely awesome to see. Yeah, they're very interesting. I have my Skywarn certificates here, guys. So I have the basic storm spotter and the advanced storm spotter training completed. So that's definitely pretty awesome. Yeah, it's definitely something that's very interesting. It's very informative, especially for the public as well. So it's definitely especially if you have a good teacher at it as well. They definitely show you a lot of information. They definitely lead you to the right sources as well, so they can get you in contact with several storm chasers and get you set up with like different websites and software you can actually track the weather with. I remember back when I was in college, this was probably, so I graduated college back in 2019. So I have a bachelor's degree in meteorology, physics, mathematics, as well as a multidisciplinary degree in a various amount of topics. But yeah, when I was back in college, I remember taking the storm spotter training that they had on campus. It was like 6 o'clock in the evening. It was actually a stormy night, which was actually pretty cool. We actually got, we went outside and we were identifying cloud formations, things like that. So I definitely learned a lot from that class, just as you did, Marlene. So it's definitely pretty cool. The only thing I have to work on now is my public speaking skills. I did take 3 or 4 public speaking classes in college. However, at my job at where I work now, I don't really get much interaction with a lot of people. I do work at Home Depot, but it's not, I work in a department that's, in the wintertime, it really doesn't get a lot of action. So I'm definitely trying to work on my public speaking skills. So I definitely appreciate you guys' patience and bearing with me on that. So that's definitely appreciative here. Let's take a look at Brad's stream again. You can definitely see the stratiform layer coming out in the clouds, guys. So it's definitely very interesting. You can see sort of the wispy ends coming in as well. So you can definitely see these feeder bands or moisture trails coming in, feeding the storm. So it's definitely very, very intense out there, as you can see, guys. Especially with the amount of vehicles that are out at this time. You can see this evident moisture trail right here, guys. So this feeder band is feeding this storm off to the left here. But it's definitely a very intense situation for sure. And you can see that Brad is moving the camera that way. There could possibly be something developing back in here. You can see a lot of rising motion here, guys. Even back down in here, there could possibly be a little bit of rotation happening as well. But you can see how fast those clouds are rising, guys. This could be the formation of a wall cloud. So we definitely have to keep an eye on that, and definitely appreciate that, Marlene. That's definitely awesome to hear. That definitely helps for sure. Just the positive reinforcement is absolutely fantastic. I definitely appreciate that. But you guys can definitely see the rising motion here. Take a look at this cloud here. So these are moisture trails and scud here, guys. A lot of people actually mistake these for tornadoes. However, they're just scud, so basically leftover moisture that's being sucked from the ground up into the mesocyclone here, so up into the sort of area where the wall cloud would form near the rain-free base. So Brad's definitely on it for sure. He's definitely in a prime location for tornado development for sure. So he's definitely going to have to be on the lookout for that. It looks like he's just keeping out ahead of this storm. I would probably, if I were him, I'd probably get off 85 here and maybe try to make an intercept here near Brazel and Tysonville, guys. I'd definitely probably try to do that for sure, because it definitely looks like a tornado is definitely going to form possibly. Let me check the velocity measurements here. But yeah, there's definitely something forming in here, guys. So Brad's actually in a very good spot. But yeah, 85, but I would probably try to at least get off the highway here into Brazel here. So we're definitely going to be on the lookout for any tornado development here. You can definitely see the hook echo definitely forming here, guys. You can definitely see that there. Very intense for sure. Correlation coefficient. There's probably a good bit of hail and large raindrops in this storm system as well, and you could definitely see that hail coming in. So we're at 64.74 kilograms per meter squared, guys. So we are possibly looking at tennis ball size hail between Brazel Bottom and Halcyon, guys. So definitely be on the lookout for that. This is heading up towards Mount Meade Station. So definitely be on the lookout for large hail for sure. But it's definitely getting intense, guys. You can definitely see this system It's more of a feeder band down to the south here, but these bands like this, when you get banding and they start to curve at the bottom edge, that's definitely where you can get very quick tornado genesis. So definitely be on the lookout for that. You can also get the rear flank downdraft developing very quickly, which will wrap around the developing tornado, thus increasing the actual strength of the tornado as well. As long as it doesn't choke off the clear slot of the storm. Once it starts doing that, then the tornado will die out, rope out, things like that. But we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on this storm for sure. It definitely looks like a possible tornado is going to occur here, guys. It's becoming very, very imminent for sure. Let's see here. Definitely want to go back down to Florida, guys, to check on the progress of this storm as well, up towards Spring Hill. It's a very, very potent supercell here, guys. It's definitely getting a V notch. So you can see this here, this little V coming in here. So basically, we have a lot of inflow from the north there. But definitely be on the lookout here through Munson, Santa Maria, Beaver Creek, eventually up through, let's see if we can zoom in. So we got Rocks Creek here, guys, Bradley as well, up through Falco. Definitely possibility of a tornado definitely developing. You can sort of see a little bit of a hook here forming, so definitely be on the lookout for that for sure. Let's take a look at the velocity, and you can definitely see that mesocyclone there. Definitely a very distinct mesocyclone over Munson here, guys. So this is over 191, getting ready to cross Highway 4. So definitely a very, very interesting situation developing here. Let's see here. Yeah, not much in the way of correlation coefficient here. That's probably because we have a little bit of hail mixing in along with big droplets here, guys. So we're about 24.36 kilograms per meter squared, guys. So just to translate that, it's about nickel-sized hail that they're experiencing down here in Florida. It could definitely grow in hail size. We definitely have to check about the echo tops here, so the cloud tops. So we're looking at about 20,000 feet to 30,000 foot cloud tops here. So definitely not out of the realm of tornado genesis here. We'd like to see about 40,000 feet in general. But yeah, it's definitely looking like it's developing that hook echo here, and the V notch forming as well. So definitely have to keep an eye on this storm. So if you live in Munson, all the way up through Santa Maria, Rock Creek as well, and then eventually into Bradley, Falco, across Highway 137 here, guys. So definitely be on the lookout for that. This would actually be down into portions of southern Alabama here, guys. So definitely be on the lookout for that. You can definitely see we have a multitude of severe thunderstorm warnings up to the north, near Montgomery for sure. Let's see here. It looks like we have a new tornado warning, guys. This is definitely not a good situation for sure. This definitely looks to be a very, very intense situation here to the south of Tuskegee here. Up near Crawford and Smith Station, guys. But you can definitely see this very, very interesting pronounced hook near Downs, Cotton Valley as well. Davisville, Warrior Stands. Definitely be on the lookout for that. But a very distinct V-notch here, guys. So take a look at this right in here. So very, very pronounced V-notch. And you do have that inflow and that banding coming in from the back as well. So it's definitely feeding this storm and helping to create rotation as well within this actual storm itself. And there may actually be a tornado down to the south near Fort Davis here, guys. So this is just the southwest of Downs here. Let's see if we can take a look at correlation coefficient. It's a little bit messy. That might be because of the hail and the smaller droplets. Let's take a look at the hail, and definitely some of that hail is definitely mixing in there to make it sort of messy in the correlation coefficient. So the correlation coefficient basically measures in the horizontal and the vertical. So basically you can just imagine a hailstone. It definitely has a horizontal profile as well as a vertical profile. Raindrops also have that, and the bigger the raindrops get, they sort of get to starting to look like hail on radar as well, so we definitely have to keep that in mind. But the hail is about 34.92 kilograms per meter squared, guys. So that is between quarter and $half size, so definitely some damaging hail through here, guys. These are definitely, this will definitely dent the hood of your car, possibly crack your windshield. It may take a little bit more than that. Usually You probably need half-dollar ping pong, golf ball size hail to do things like that, but definitely some hail dents. Definitely wear those hail dents proud, if you're in this area. Um, I remember a couple times I went through a couple hailstorms like that, and they were definitely pretty intense. But this is radar indicated, guys. So this is central Bullock County and central Macon County in southeastern Alabama. So a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Franklin Field, or 7 miles northwest of Union Springs, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. So locations impact include Davisville, Society Hill, Creek Stand, Warrior Stand, and Fort Davis. But look at that on radar.
Yeah, I saw that clear green notch right there, just to the east of Liverpool. There, definitely a strong storm producing here for sure.
And there's actually one coming in on the backside of this as well, right in here. So definitely not good. There's actually 2 areas this tornado could be situated. Actually 3 areas. It could be right in here, could be right in here, or it could be right down in here. So there's definitely a very volatile area.
You will see a clear notch like right to the Pecan Valley, that little kink there.
And it looks like down by Fort Davis. So if we look at the reflectivity, it looks like this area right here is the dominant circulation here. This one back here may actually be an anticyclonic circulation.
It's definitely a rare one for sure.
Exactly. But yeah, Fort Davis, guys. If you live in Fort Davis, in between Armstrong and Cotton Valley here, across 29 here, guys, definitely be on the lookout for a possible tornado developing here. Definitely a tornado warning is ongoing in this particular cell. You can definitely see this tight couplet here. You can see the more pronounced mesocyclone here, guys. And then right in within that, you can see the actual circulation itself. So this tornado may dynamically pipe down towards the surface. So definitely be on the lookout for that. The only problem is there's a lot of hail within this storm. So we're looking at quarter size to $half size. So this is what's making this a little messy. But there could possibly be a tornado right in here for sure. Yeah, but that's definitely not good. That's probably one of the stronger storms I've seen.
Yeah, it's trying to form a hook down at the bottom there.
Exactly, and then that V notch coming up to the north. So this is almost textbook here. So if this can come down just a little bit, and you got that hook there, it's definitely going to be very interesting for sure.
Definitely got 3 defined kinks there for sure. Right on the 29 logo, and then one to the east of Cotton Valley, and then one to the east of Davisville for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's definitely very strong. Definitely major kinks in this system, guys. So yeah, like right here. Oh, well, there's a new radar image. Yeah, so I mean, you can definitely see this right here. So bookend vortices will definitely form up here towards Davisville as well as Cotton Valley, even down through Fort Davis, even on the backside of this system as well. So we'll have to take a look at the possibility for anticyclonic tornadoes to form on the backside of this system. So between Mount Andrew and Cotton Valley here, definitely not a good situation to see. It's very, very intense for sure. And yep, there it is right there. Definitely possibly a confirmed tornado just to the south of Cotton Valley. You look at that. That's insane. Yeah, I mean, it's very hard with the hail, unfortunately, to determine debris, but right in here you can definitely see that's a possibility where that orange-green, like the lighter orange, and then the little bit of a darker orange, and then the pink and the green going together there, guys. That's definitely an indication of possibly some debris getting lofted here. It's kind of funny that they have the tornado signature way up to the north. They actually have it up here. It does not look like the likely location of a tornado at the moment.
Well, at least.
Yeah, exactly, for now. Although there could be an anticyclonic one forming up there, but that would be short-lived. Definitely to the south of Cotton Valley is where this system would definitely be producing a tornado for sure. Yeah, I was looking at the chat, and Marlene said she took a storm chasing class.
Oh, really?
So
nice.
that's pretty cool.
That's really cool, actually.
It's definitely awesome for sure. Yeah, she said she took a storm chasing class many years ago from the County Emergency Services. So that's pretty cool. Definitely, she said she learned a lot, and that's definitely pretty neat.
Yeah, definitely comes in handy for these types of situations right here.
Oh, for sure.
If you're out there, you definitely want to know what you're doing. Definitely not for the faint of heart, for sure. You definitely got to know what you're doing out there, and if not, one wrong move, one wrong.
Oh, God, yeah.
Then you're
Oh yeah, definitely for sure. Do you remember when when you Natalie and I were out there chasing?
Oh yeah, we saw that green tick cloud. And that's not honestly the fastest I've ever seen you drive. So definitely.
I so guys, well, we were pretty close here in the Pittsburgh area. I think that was rated an EF2 or EF3. Can't remember.
Yes.
But it was definitely between EF2 or EF3. But we got, I'd have to say, we got probably, I don't know, between a couple football fields away from this thing. We could see the power flashes and everything
Absolutely.
occurring from it. That was a couple years ago now.
Yeah, there was that one we chased up. That one she's there. I forget. It's like in between, like right after.
Oh,
Crap. What's that? Neville Island. Yeah.
yeah. Oh man, that was.
That chase, and then like right as it crossed into Westmoreland County, and had a tornado warning produced into it. So
that was insane. It was. I think it was like sort of. It looked like it was on that hillside. Going up the hillside for
That's
sure.
what it looked like for sure.
But yeah, we've intercepted a few tornadoes, so it's definitely pretty interesting. The Pittsburgh chasing sort of conditions up here.
It is awful.
It is awful. It really is. I mean, there's hills, there's trees, there's pretty much anything you could think of that blocks your view from seeing the tornadoes.
Honestly, your best bet for our area is that long stretch of what's that? That's the long highway, just east of Pennsylvania. Old William Penn Highway is
Yeah.
probably the best that I drove for that. So there's definitely some flat areas and some open space, and looks like that tornado just expired.
Did it?
Well, the one there was like something up here.
Right here, yeah.
Yeah.
Take a look at Brad's footage. You could definitely see some lowerings, for sure. You could definitely, it's definitely a big change from earlier. He was definitely seeing a lot of rain, and it doesn't look like there's actually a lot of people out now. So that's good news. Definitely looks like he's moving in to intercept the other storm up to the north. You could definitely see it out there in the distance. So it's definitely very interesting. Thanks again, Brad. Definitely appreciate it. But this storm down to the south of Tuskegee, heading into Warrior Stand by Cotton Valley and Society Hill and Creek Stand here, definitely still going strong for sure. Definitely very, very pronounced, sort of pronounced hook here. It definitely could look a little better, but unfortunately, it is a very messy situation on reflectivity for sure. I'm kind of curious to see if any of these reflectivities look any better than this one, so we could definitely take a look at that. I'm just curious. It's very hard to see sometimes if any of these. Let's see here. I don't really like the pixelated radars that much. This one I created, I don't know. It still looks a little pixelated. At least the color table. Let's see here. That's another reason. This is another reason why I like Radar Omega, guys, because you can definitely customize it, basically to what, to your liking, basically. So it's definitely pretty nice that you can do this with this kind of setup. I'm guessing that Radar Lab is probably the best, at least for this situation, for sure. Tallahassee getting hit.
Warrior Strand about to get hammered.
Oh man, Warrior Strand is in a very prime position for tornadoes. Unfortunately, well, I'd love to be down here in Warrior Stand for sure, but this is down near. Let me see. Yeah, so this is southeastern Macon County here. So this is all the way down, almost heading into Georgia here, guys. So we definitely have to watch out for that. But you can definitely see there is a lot of precipitation. We definitely should take a look at some of these storms in Tennessee as well. And actually, there's some in Louisiana and Mississippi. North Carolina as well, getting in on it. Tennessee. Yeah, I mean, it's very messy up here. I'm actually surprised that has a severe thunderstorm warning on it. You can just definitely see how messy it is from Athens to Cleveland, Murphy, and Andrews. It's not as well defined as it is to the south, so you can definitely see just how broad the spectrum is in terms of storm modes here. These are more high precipitation to the north, and then we also have a lot of that down to the south as well. Oof, look at that. What time you work?
7. We'll probably leave in about an hour.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
It's like Brad right there. It looks like about to get into.
Yeah, I'm hoping Brad is gonna possibly. He's gonna have to go very quickly, but he could possibly jump on 85 here and then jump on 80 and intercept that storm.
Look at that well defined.
Like if he can come up like right in here, he still has a long way to go though. But he's definitely doing an amazing job out there. Definitely dominating. So definitely appreciate that, Brad. And Marlene also said, it's been years ago. I'm hoping I can find another one soon. Yeah, they do offer storm spotting classes relatively frequently, and that is very strong.
That is dropping like the bottom.
That's not good. We can definitely loop this just to see the animation of this storm. Hopefully this doesn't make the stream choppy.
Just that.
It's very well defined.
Looks like it might be doing a split off.
Yeah, it does actually.
Right at the end of the frame there.
Like more to the northern storm. Looks like it's going to move up. And this one's going to continue off to the east.
Could potentially see an energy transfer there as well.
Yeah, those storms are very close to each other. The one near Hurtsboro, between these two storms between Tuskegee and Hurtsboro. That's definitely a very, very close storm system for sure.
Looks like the tail end of it. That looks like it's still trying to like wrap around a little bit there.
Definitely on the tail end for sure. You can definitely see it more pronounced on velocity. I'm coming into Warrior Stand. So that's not good. Not good for Warrior Stand for sure, guys. Oh man, I am freaking beat. I don't even know. I mean, work was crazy today. Oh.
Yeah, I'm about to get into it with almost $800 million Powerball for sure.
Oh man.
Again. So we're high at it again.
Please, somebody win the Mega Millions.
I'm telling you what, man. I'm telling you what.
I say if we win the Mega Millions, I say that us and our subscribers retire for life.
Yeah, I agree 100%. You're right here, folks.
Oh man, us and our subscribers, guys. If we win the Mega Millions, which is like a 1 in 290 millionth chance, everybody here can definitely retire for sure. Because having that much money is
it's
absolutely ridiculous. I couldn't even imagine what I would do with that amount of money, other than help people. That'd be my main goal, is to help people for sure. Definitely get the weather business going. Definitely get that going. But my main focus would be helping people for sure. Especially now. I mean, the times that we're in, very tough.
Absolutely, for sure.
But definitely we're persisting through it, so it's nice. It's good. Man, that's insane. Look at all this clear inflow this storm has at its disposal coming up here. I mean, it's very, very well defined inflow there. It's actually eating away at the precipitation base. So as this wind comes in, it's actually going to get deflected. Oops. Ow. Deflected here into the storm. Not good. Definitely not good for Warrior Stand, guys. Up through Society Hill as well, and Marvin and Uchi as well. I love these city names.
I do.
Oh. Yeah, the sheer size of this thing. It's nice too because the radar is right there. So it's very close to the radar, so we can get actual nice definition on this. It's definitely possible there's a tornado on the ground there. Again with the hail. With the hail. I want to get some merch going. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be pretty sweet.
I mean, I have a somewhat of a merch store. I have a cup that says "Oh hell no." That looks like it's cracked. It's kind of cool. So we have that going. I just have to figure out actually how to get everything set up. It's definitely nice though to have mentor within the YouTube field as well. That's been helping us. I definitely appreciate that. You know who you are for sure.
Absolutely.
You've been helping us so much. It's definitely a blessing. I definitely hope you're doing well. I definitely look forward to talking to you again as well. Obviously, that mentor is Dark Waters, guys. Definitely head on over to his channel. Definitely check out his content. He makes absolutely fantastic content. You guys definitely have to hear his sort of narrative style as well. Um, Honestly, I have to say, definitely the best horror narrator that I've ever heard.
Definitely puts a vivid image into your brain for sure.
Exactly. When you listen to Dark Water stories, guys, if you're sitting around, sitting around, nothing else to do, definitely please check him out. Definitely sit down in a chair, sit down wherever, and definitely close your eyes, guys. You definitely get that immersion into the stories as well, just the way he talks. It's definitely fantastic. And then definitely check out IamDarkWaters.com as well, guys. Definitely sign up there. Definitely a lot of content, much more content than on YouTube. So definitely check that out. But yeah, definitely Dark Waters is absolutely fantastic. Oh man, I hope he's doing well down there. I gotta check. I definitely have to check what's going on. We might be. New Orleans radar's down, of course. We're okay. Yeah, we are looking good down in New Orleans right now. Oh man, look at that freaking cell. That is absolutely insane. That's textbook right there.
Absolutely.
It's taken a long time. It's definitely making its way across here.
That looks like it kind of.
Yeah, it looks like it weakened a little bit.
Last.
Ooh. I don't know.
Might be something there.
There's definitely County Road 10, guys, just to the north of Warrior Stand. Definitely looking like a little bit of back building here. Yes, that's a Twister reference. But, I actually, in school, it was funny because when I went storm chasing with a couple of the professors there, it was so funny. Basically, we talked about the movie Twister and how there's so many wrongs in the movie and how many rights there are, which there's really not a lot. But they did have very good terminology there. It was definitely awesome. But yeah, eventually one day I definitely want to get a crew like that together.
Oh, absolutely. I'll be right there with you, bro.
Oh, hell yeah. For sure. That'd be so awesome. Oh, man. I definitely...
A fleet of just...
Oh, man, if we get a fleet of vehicles and be able to go out and storm chase, it doesn't even have to be an entire fleet. It could be like 3 or 4 vehicles. But if we get a couple people together to do that, that'd be fantastic. I know Brooke said she wants to go storm chasing.
Nice.
Valerie, who I work with at Home Depot, she wants to come storm chasing as well. Both of which have vehicles, but I really hate to put their vehicles in harm's way.
Yeah, I know Dave said he would be interested too.
Yeah, Dave would definitely go storm chasing as well. So definitely shout out to you 3 guys. You guys are freaking awesome for sure. And yes, I will definitely agree. Marlene Dark Waters is absolutely freaking fantastic. Yeah, I mean, the story that captivated me back in 2015 was the Siege of Lockett Ranch. That was definitely just a well narrated story. It was definitely awesome. That took place down near Taylor, Mississippi. So definitely very, very interesting lore about that area as well. If you want to call it lore, because it's not really lore actually.
I already got this 1 year ago, almost today.
Oh, I know. Oh crap! What is today?
Oh, the 3rd, but.
Oh well, I have to get it again because it expired.
Oh.
It only lasts a year.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I think it's how, I can't remember. Because it doesn't have an expiration on there, huh?
It does not.
Yeah, so my Skywarn training, guys, so that was actually last year. Yesterday, last year. So that's
yeah,
pretty,
that's what I'm like, that actually.
that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Oh, definitely. Everybody definitely needs to check out Dark Waters' content. He's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I mean, there's so much I can say about Dark Waters. I mean, he's definitely awesome for sure. He definitely captivates you with his stories as well. Just the way he narrates them, and then he actually goes out and interviews people from all across the world, just gaining knowledge about the particular field that he's researching, and it's definitely fantastic. There's definitely a lot of, how would I say that? What's the correct word for that? Definitely a lot of breakthroughs in that field for sure. Definitely Dark Waters is definitely doing one hell of a job. So definitely, guys, definitely head on over to Dark Waters YouTube channel here, and definitely hit that subscribe button. And definitely enable notifications because he is a fiend at uploading stuff every day, so which is awesome.
And his family welcomed us with open arms, so definitely a huge family, all just warm welcoming for us just to
Oh yeah,
part
just
of it, for just to be a small part of it. Just
exactly,
absolutely
just
incredible.
it is definitely just to be, just to be like Justin, like you said, just to be a small part of it. That's absolutely fantastic. And yes, BDRP is absolutely fantastic too. We actually went into the stream last night at BDRP. That was nice of him to give us that little shout out. So definitely thank you, BDRP. That's definitely awesome for sure. We definitely have a lot of severe weather, guys. So it's definitely, we have to watch out into Lagrange here as well, or Lagrange, however you want to say it. There's a lot of pronunciations there that a lot of people say. But these storm systems are blowing out here, so definitely a big wind event for Lagrange up through Lafayette, Greenville, Pine Mountain as well. Even into Atlanta getting in on the action here within an hour or two. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Asheville, Tennessee getting on the action as well. Greenville eventually. This will eventually make its way to the Gulf Coast here, guys. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Let's see here. It definitely looks like this storm weakened a good bit, but Brad is freaking booking it, man. He's
Yeah, he might be making a society hill there.
he is getting it, man. That is crazy, man.
I'm loading the flux capacitor. Miles an hour.
I haven't heard the flux capacitor in so long. I haven't heard that term in such a long time. My man.
He's booking it. But definitely major props to you, Brad, for sure.
This reminds me of us when we chase. We just go. I mean, I hate admitting this, but we do it. We do the same thing. We go around people, and we ran around probably a lot of people when we were getting. Actually, we went out storm chasing that day. Didn't realize we were going to get chased. So
yeah. The chasers become the chased.
Yeah, unfortunately, stupid me. I missed the exit that we were supposed to get off of because they took the freaking Speedway gas station out of there.
I'm like, I can still say it was open on Google. I'm like, this is great.
Yeah, Google lied to us. So unfortunately, but it's all fun.
You can just see how strong that wind is in the rain.
Oh yeah, it's definitely pounding the window there. We definitely look at a bigger view of that.
Definitely reduce visibility for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. That is insane. But yeah, that one day the chasers became the chased, and it was not fun. Yeah, we.
I had fun.
Well, yeah, it was fun. Yeah, for sure. Until like I was going around bends at like 100 miles an hour.
Absolutely.
That was not good. But yeah, Natalie was hanging out the window at the time, so yeah, definitely shout out to Natalie for doing that. Definitely a trooper for sure. Glad you weren't filming at that time because we probably would have dropped the phone and the camera and all kind of stuff. Actually, that was probably before we got the camera.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, this year I want to send a drone up.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
I just got to get my phone back in order. My charger port's all screwed up, unfortunately. I have to figure that out. There's a place up here that fixes those. I just haven't. I don't know. I haven't made the decision whether or not to call them or not, or just pay off my phone. I think I owe like $300 or something, and just pay that off and get a new phone. So. Hooked on watching Dark Waters when I heard him on Brenton. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely shout out for sure. It sucks that he did pass away. Unfortunately, he definitely had a amazing channel for sure. A lot of awesome content there. But yeah, Dark Waters. I mean, he has the ability to change the actual atmosphere of the room, so it's definitely awesome. Even just talking to him on the phone sometimes, it's definitely awesome getting advice from him for sure. And actually, it's crazy because I remember back in 2015, like I was so captivated by Dark Waters, and like he was just such a legend and icon in my head, and I'm like, man. So one day I just reached out to him through email, and honestly I didn't think it would actually come up to anything because sometimes it's hard to say,
Absolutely.
You just never know, and I just one day I did that, and just to actually get a response back from the man himself, I was like, holy crap. This is actually like you should see me in my college dorm. I was jumping up and down, doing all kind of crazy stuff. I was doing all kind of stuff. I ran out in the hallway screaming. Yeah, people were probably looking at me like I was a weirdo, but I don't give a crap. So, but yeah, it was definitely insane. Man, Brad is getting into this storm.
That is barely maybe a visibility of less than a quarter mile.
Oh, for sure. It's even hard to see the headlights of the car in front of them. Or the headlights. Good God, yeah. The headlights of the car in front. That's great. Tail lights. Let's go with tail lights on that one. Let's. Yeah. So yeah, that's not good. Headlights coming at you, not good. You might want to move out the way.
Yeah, more than likely.
Oh man, I'm glad we can have a good time here, even during these definitely severe events, guys. If any storm does develop over your neck of the woods, guys, definitely please be prepared. We do not want to see loss of life today, guys. We definitely do not want to see that. We want to make sure everybody's safe. That's the whole reason why we did this. Just to get make sure everybody's safe, get the information out there. And definitely interacting with you guys is absolutely fantastic. You guys are awesome. Definitely shout out Marlene. You were definitely awesome for sure. It's always fun, especially when you're in the chat here, interacting with us. But yeah, if you have any questions at all, definitely feel free to ask us. We're open to anything really here. We're an open book here at World Weather Authority. So definitely feel free to ask us anything at all.
Absolutely. It doesn't even have to be weather related. It could be anything.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be weather related at all. I mean, we can discuss anything. It doesn't have to be weather related at all. But wow, he actually made it in there. And the crazy thing is, the storm weakened when he got there. Pedal to the metal, man. You made it. I'll give you props. You made it. But this Mother Nature didn't like that. Mother Nature said, you're not gonna get my secrets. And Brad's probably fine. Keep your secrets.
Probably there's nothing going on above Broach Mill. Like, that looks like something.
Yeah, that looks very strong here. Simmons Crossroads. The only reason why I like the name Simmons is because Mabel Simmons.
There's a town called The Bottle.
Is there? The Bottle. Nice. Beans Mill. All right.
Beans Mill.
One of these days, I just gotta go on the map and just look at stuff and just actually go on here. Like maybe one day we can all go on Google Earth and look at crazy formations and stuff. We can find all kind of cool stuff. Maybe one day we'll do that. If anybody's interested in that kind of stream, if we can go on Google Earth and just zoom in, on different areas, like we can take a look at like oceans and sort of the like flow of water through the deserts as well over into Mauritania. You can definitely see there was a massive flood over there at one point that might have been due to the ice water melt. So it's definitely interesting. We'll definitely have to take a look at some of that if you guys are interested in that. Take a look at the rock formations across the United States, things like that. I've always wanted to travel and look at, just travel the United States and look at all those formations and outcrops and things like that. So that's definitely one thing I definitely want to plan to do.
That's right here in our own country too.
Oh yeah, exactly. I want to actually, man, he's in the middle of that right now. He did Brad, you did a fantastic job. Oh, definitely sending prayers to Brad for sure. Make sure he stays safe, definitely. He's definitely getting into the middle of this storm, so he definitely made some progress. I mean, he was way over here in Montgomery, and he flew over here. And I don't know who's behind him.
Right.
Oh, okay, I was going to say, is that Reed? But that was not Reed. Brett, good job, Brett. Definitely doing a fantastic job. Brett Adair, guys. So definitely shout out to Brett. To be honest, I don't really know if I'm actually allowed to show some of these streams, but...
Well, you're going to take it out. Thankfully, knock on wood.
I just, it's better. It's cool to get information out there for sure. Oh, yeah, you're definitely welcome, Marlene. Definitely appreciate you joining us. And everybody else that joined us as well, definitely thank you for doing that. Yeah, no problem at all. But definitely, we're probably gonna hop off of here in a few minutes, guys. I do have a little bit of stuff to do around the house today. I definitely got to do that. I have a couple videos that I have to record as well, so definitely look out for that content. That'll definitely be dropping probably tomorrow, guys. I definitely have a couple videos that I want to share with you guys. So it's definitely going to be an interesting few days, guys. We definitely have another weather system coming in that we'll keep an eye on as well. There was some snow to the north of this as well, so we'll definitely take a look at those snow totals. But yeah, we're definitely going to continue pushing forward into the new year. We definitely plan on building this channel. Definitely up to our goal right now is to reach 5,000 subscribers. by February, guys, or the end of February. So we have, about a little month and a half or so to get there. We're currently sitting at 1,277 or 1,278 subscribers. So definitely shout out to each and every one of you guys. You guys are making this possible. Without you guys, this channel probably wouldn't exist, to be honest. You guys are absolutely fantastic. So it's definitely great with the interactions that we've had, guys. We definitely enjoy the comments. Most of the comments, I should say. There's a couple comments out there that they're okay, which it is what it is. Some people like to share freaky stuff, but that's okay. Whatever, whatever floats your boat there. That's all. But yeah, guys, definitely appreciate it. Yeah, unfortunately, I do have a few things to do around the house. I'll definitely get that going in a couple minutes. Definitely gonna sit down back in the office and record a couple videos as well. So that's definitely gonna be interesting. But yeah, definitely probably gonna hop off here in a minute or two. Definitely want to try to get everything going. I finally put the shelves up in the office here, so that was fun. I was drilling holes in the wall at like, I don't know, midnight. So I'm sure the neighbors were really appreciative of that, but that's okay. But yeah, we definitely, that's our goal, guys. So by the end of February, we're trying to reach 5,000 subscribers at least. Hopefully that goal comes to fruition. But definitely be awesome. And we definitely want to interact with you guys a lot more in the comments, as well as outside of the comments section, and even in these live streams as well. These live streams are definitely fantastic to spread the information out there. But we definitely appreciate it, guys. What else was I going to say? I had a couple other things to say, and they slipped my mind.
Oh, no.
Guarantee as soon as I end the live stream, I'll say, oh, that's what I wanted to say. And then,
Naturally.
Yeah. But all right, guys, thank you for joining us. Definitely appreciate it. Definitely, if severe weather strikes your area, definitely please be prepared, guys. I don't remember if there's severe weather event. I think there's severe weather tomorrow, too.
Yeah, I believe so. There's a
Like,
marginal risk.
yeah.
I believe there might be, like towards the Carolinas, so definitely a possibility there.
I can look at that real quick just to see.
Yeah, absolutely. And before we actually get off, we have the World Weather Authority family thoughts and prayers go to DeMar Hamlin. If anybody's seen it yesterday, he took a huge hit yesterday with two hands, and unfortunately he had a cardiac arrest on the field. He's still in
Wow.
critical condition, so definitely thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family, as well as the Cincinnati Bengals and Buffalo Bills organization. And he actually has a toy drive here, and he's actually from the Pittsburgh area, so definitely he has a toy drive called the let me see if I can look at the Chasing M's Foundation. It's a toy drive, so toddlers, like kind of like Toys for Tots a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely, they actually, the whole entire community, people out there actually raise up to $4 million for the foundation. So
nice.
definitely,
That's fantastic.
for them, yeah, absolutely, just goes to just like when community can come together in unfortunate situations. I wish it was a better situation.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely took one heck of a hit, and unfortunately, he had cardiac arrest on the field and had to be revived on the field.
Absolutely, yes.
Still in critical condition.
Still in critical condition.
Oh,
yes,
man. Well, our thoughts and prayers definitely go out to him and his family as well, and his friends. Definitely out to the Bengals and the Bills as well, guys. Definitely a very saddening situation there to see. You can definitely see how things can definitely impact people.
Absolutely.
And he was from Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah, actually from Keys Rocks, actually.
Okay. Well,
yeah,
definitely.
Just to go to show, just take the time to just hug your loved ones extra close today. Like, even a situation like that, you never know. When a blink of an eye,
Yeah, in the blink of an eye, things can change very rapidly.
Whether it be sports related or weather related.
Exactly. Yeah, that's definitely crazy. Yeah, that's not good. I definitely hope that he definitely makes a swift recovery for sure.
For sure, absolutely.
What was the foundation called again?
I'm gonna actually look it up again. I want to actually butcher it, the wording for it. Let me just get it up here. It is called the Chasing M's Foundation.
Okay. Chasing M's Foundation. Okay, guys. Yeah, so definitely.
Yeah, I believe they have a GoFundMe page. If I'm not mistaken, I will not quote me on that, but I believe they do.
Okay. Definitely, guys. If you guys can definitely support his foundation for sure, guys. Definitely show support. It's definitely a good thing. Especially when like Justin said, when communities come together, we can do powerful things. Um, so yeah, it's definitely amazing. I mean, just take a look at the communities that we're within.
Yeah,
Our own community here, as well as being a part of the Dark Waters family as well. That's a massive community, and when we
absolutely.
come together, we can do massive things.
Absolutely, for sure.
So we definitely appreciate it. Um, let's see here. So this is tomorrow, right?
Yep, that is tomorrow.
Actually, it's actually starting now too. That's pretty cool. Let me actually get rid of the radar for 1 second so we can actually see. Let me go up to here. There we go. And here we go, guys. So this is tomorrow's outlook. Well, tonight into tomorrow, guys. Throughout the day, we definitely have a severe slight risk through Tallahassee, Florida. We'll zoom in a little bit so we can get a little bit more. So Panama City, Apalachicola, Tallahassee, up through Tifton, Albany, Macon, Columbus, just to the southwest of Atlanta also, even Augusta, Georgia possibly getting into this, even up to Athens as well. And then even into Myrtle Beach as well, definitely in the marginal risk.
For sure. That's
So,
a marginal risk.
it might actually grow,
Potentially, yeah.
definitely grow off to the northeast there. So guys, if you're in these areas tonight and into tomorrow, definitely be on the lookout for nocturnal storms. So definitely be on the lookout for those as well. Tomorrow, definitely another major severe weather day. Slight risk as well. I think we're gonna have a little bit of rain up here in Pittsburgh still. Yeah, a couple rumbles of thunder, definitely not out of the question. But this marginal risk goes all the way up through Virginia Beach, guys. So it's definitely a very broad area. Even Washington D.C. can get a rumble of thunder as well. Yeah, so it's definitely pretty interesting, guys. Um,
Looks like there's a new tornado warning before we head off here in Alabama. That's for Chambers and Randolph counties.
I see. Well, that's definitely interesting. Southeastern Randolph County and East Central Alabama and Northern Chambers County and Central Alabama as well. So severe thunderstorm capable of producing both tornadoes and extensive straight line wind damage were located along a line extending from Abanda to near Fredonia here, guys, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. So definitely a very strong storm for sure. Let's see here. So locations include Roanoke, Stroud, Five Points, Fredonia, Post Oak Forks, VZ Creek Park, Denson, Amity Park, Standing Rock, Crystal Lake, wow, Welch, Penton, Dickert, White Plains, State Line Park, Rocky Point, Rock Mills, Big Spring, Stroud Creek, and Perrin, guys. So definitely be on the lookout for this. Definitely a possibly tornadic development here, guys. We'll definitely take a look at velocity. You can definitely see that broad rotation right in here, that mesocyclone. That's nice and evident on radar.
Absolutely.
Look at that velocity measurement just to the north of Atlantic and Lafayette, guys. That's definitely very, very intense, for sure. Let's take a look at correlation coefficient. A lot of hail spikes, unfortunately. So it's definitely pretty crazy.
And unfortunately, it is. I have to head out now for
Alright,
work
brother.
calls. Unfortunately,
No problem.
thank you for
bro.
always having me for sure.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
bro. I couldn't do this without you, man.
Likewise.
But definitely, I hope I pronounced your name right. Kensley. I hope I pronounced it right. I'm terrified, especially terrified with that tornado on April 5th. Oh yeah, I can understand that. Definitely very dangerous situations. We'll definitely be praying for everybody in the path of these storms for sure. So definitely, it's definitely going to be an interesting situation as we go on through the night, guys. Unfortunately, I am going to have to end this live stream as well. I do have to get some things done around here, guys. Yeah, it's work's been pretty crazy, so it's been keeping me busy there also, for sure, which is a good thing. That's definitely a good thing. But I definitely want to start getting some more time, doing some more live streams on here, guys, and interacting with you. I definitely appreciate it, guys. As we move on to the evening hours and into the overnight hours into tomorrow, guys, definitely God bless you all. definitely hope that you guys remain safe as well. So definitely, guys, and always remember, never stop chasing.